Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the first unsettling truth about air travel that might make you think twice before booking your next flight. We all know that flying can be stressful. There's the TSA line, the delays, the crying babies, but lurking beneath those common anxieties are some genuinely concerning realities about what happens at 35,000 feet. From the ever-present possibility of mechanical failures to the often overlooked issue of pilot fatigue, we will be pulling back the curtain on the airline industry. This isn't about scaring you, but about arming you with knowledge. Knowledge, after all, is power. We've all been there. You're cruising at altitude, enjoying a beverage, when suddenly the plane drops, sending your heart into your throat. Turbulence is a common occurrence. It can be severe enough to toss unbuckled passengers around. In rare cases, it can cause injuries. Even mild turbulence can be unsettling. What causes turbulence? Variations in air pressure, temperature, jet streams, and thunderstorms. Remember, it's normal, brief, and pilots are trained to handle it. It might sound like a scene from a movie, but bird strikes are a real danger for aircraft. These collisions, while often portrayed comically, can cause significant damage to planes. Birds, often flocks of them, can be sucked into engines, collide with wings, or smash into the cockpit windshield. The impact can disable engines, puncture metal, and even lead to a loss of control. While most bird strikes occur during takeoff and landing, when birds are more prevalent, they can happen at cruising altitude as well. Pilots are actually trained to handle these situations, but a bird strike often necessitates an emergency landing. The good news is that advancements in aircraft design and airport wildlife management have reduced the frequency of these incidents. We put our trust in pilots to get us safely from point A to point B, but what many passengers don't realize is that pilot fatigue is a serious concern in the aviation industry. Long hours, overnight flights, and demanding schedules can take a toll on pilots, leading to exhaustion and impaired judgment. And a fatigued pilot is a danger to everyone on board. Studies have shown that fatigue can impair a pilot's reaction time, decision-making abilities, and overall performance. It's like driving after being awake for 24 hours straight, incredibly dangerous. While regulations are in place to limit pilot work hours, these rules are often stretched or flouted by airlines trying to maximize profits. The high stakes of upkeep. Behind the scenes of every flight is a complex and meticulous system of aircraft maintenance, from routine inspections to major overhauls. Keeping planes in tip-top shape is crucial for safe air travel. Mechanics work tirelessly to identify and repair potential issues before they become major problems. They inspect engines, check for cracks in the fuselage, and test the functionality of countless systems. But what happens when maintenance is neglected, or even worse, intentionally skipped? The consequences can be catastrophic. Mechanical failures, while rare, can lead to engine fires, loss of cabin pressure, and even in-flight breakups. The pressure on airlines to cut costs and maximize profits sometimes comes at the expense of proper maintenance. Fact number 6, the invisible force that keeps us breathing. Have you ever noticed your ears popping during takeoff and landing? That's your body adjusting to changes in cabin pressure. The air pressure inside an airplane cabin is regulated to simulate the pressure at a lower altitude, making it breathable for passengers. But what happens when this delicate balance is disrupted? A sudden loss of cabin pressure pressure, known as a decompression event, can be terrifying and dangerous. This drop in oxygen levels can lead to hypoxia, a condition that causes dizziness, confusion, and even unconsciousness. In severe cases, it can be fatal. While modern aircraft are equipped with oxygen masks for such emergencies, the time it takes to deploy them and for passengers to react can be critical. Fact 7. Emergency landings. When routine flights go wrong. While we all hope for smooth sailing from takeoff to landing, the reality is that emergency landings happen more frequently than you might think. These problems can be triggered by various factors, from mechanical issues to medical emergencies on board, a sudden engine failure, smoke in the cockpit, or a passenger suffering a heart attack. All of these situations can necessitate an immediate landing at the nearest suitable airport. While pilots undergo rigorous training to handle such emergencies, the experience can be nerve-wracking for passengers. The sound of sirens as the plane makes its descent, the sight of fire trucks lining the runway, these are images you do not want to encounter. Imagine a sky teeming with planes, each hurtling through the air at hundreds of miles per hour. Air traffic controllers guide these aircraft safely, preventing collisions. But air traffic control is not an exact science. It's a complex job relying on technology, communication, and human judgment. Miscommunication, data entry mistakes, and fatigue can lead to near misses and collisions. Despite advanced technology, the potential for mistakes remains a concern. The vulnerable underbelly of air travel. From the moment you step into an airport, you're subject to security checks designed to prevent dangerous items. But security breaches happen more often than we'd like to think. Lapses in screening procedures and smuggled contraband, and even attempts to breach cockpit doors have all been documented. While security measures have been enhanced since 9/11, the constant evolution of threats means vulnerabilities remain. Remember, those measures are there to protect you and your fellow travelers. The rare but catastrophic danger in the skies. It's a nightmare scenario that sends chills down the spines of even the most seasoned travelers. Two planes, each carrying hundreds of passengers, colliding in mid-air. While incredibly rare, mid-air collisions are among the most catastrophic events in aviation history. These tragedies are often the result of a perfect storm of factors: air traffic control errors, pilot misjudgment, equipment malfunctions, or even weather conditions. The consequences are almost always catastrophic, leaving no room for error. The sheer force of impact when two aircraft collide at cruising speed is unimaginable, and the chances of survival are virtually non-existent. Chapter 10. Decompression. When the air runs thin high above the earth, the air outside an airplane is too thin to breathe. That's where cabin pressurization comes in, creating a breathable environment for passengers and crew. But what happens when this system fails? Decompression, whether gradual or sudden, can be a terrifying experience. The air inside the cabin rapidly escapes, causing a sudden drop in pressure and oxygen levels. It's like being on a mountaintop without time to acclimatize. Passengers may experience dizziness, confusion, and shortness of breath. In severe cases, unconsciousness and even death can occur. That's why those oxygen masks are so crucial. Safe travels. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. Safe travels. The next time you find yourself at an airport, remember that while air travel comes with inherent risks, it's also a testament to human ingenuity and our ability to navigate the skies. So buckle up, Pay attention to the safety briefing and trust in the pilots and crew who are dedicated to getting you to your destination safely.